Okay, guys, I'm going to show you how you can fix that your DVD drive is not detecting your computer. Um, for this demonstration, I'll be using this Asus the external CD DVD drive, but pretty much all principle works the same way, just like any other laptop DVD drive. So first thing to do is when you try using your laptop, of course, the drive has power still. See the laser? Yeah, let's make sure you don't look at that red spot to prevent damage. Wait until my computer boots up. The drive will still have power, but the drive still has power, but nothing show up in your file explorer, file manager, or what you call it. You can see the disk is spinning, but it has power, but your computer can't detect whatever the drive is mounted properly or not. So when the computer boots up, when a drive doesn't mount to your computer, most likely is possible cause is this board. The board is probably faulty or shorted out, or the board is probably burnt or something like that, and your optical drive is not getting enough, not getting power, enough power to mount a signal to your computer. So let me show you. On my file manager, or my file explorer, or whatever you're going to call it, when you click on the file explorer, can we focus please? Why is my camera not focusing? There it goes. Oh, let me close the other one out. So as you can see, it has two drives. The reason why the one shows up, it's because it could be DVD drive D. That's just for your internal drive, and if for some reason when there's more than if you have more than one DVD drive connected to your computer, it will probably show you like a letter, D, which is your internal drive, but if you try the one particular, but if it doesn't work, so it would just C and D, local disk C and DVD drive, but nothing else works. Then it's probably something wrong with the board. So the board is shorted out, or the board is damaged, or the board is smoked, or the board is burnt out. So here's how you fix it. First thing you need to do is shut down your computer just like normal. You always need to follow your safety procedures. That includes shut down your computer. You always want to shut your computer down safely to prevent data loss and file corruption. So right now, make sure you shut down your computer before you get started. It's because it contains high voltage, and you do not want it, and you do not attempt to work on this live, okay? So just wait until your computer shuts down. Give it a second. Now the power just went out. Just take some time, just be patient. Once you hear anything coming from the computer, it's now safe, and you're now okay to work on it. So first things first, once you get your computer shut down, don't worry about unplugging anything. It's because we're not going to work on the computer. We're going to work on your internal drive. But just make sure make sure all the power is disconnected. It would be a lot safer just to unplug everything, but when the computer shuts down, everything de-energizes. So let's go ahead. We'll eject. We'll use a paper clip, and then stick it into this little hole. Let me turn on the flashlight so you can see. So you see this little hole right here? Come on, focus please. There we go. What you need to do is take out your paper clip, stick it into this little hole right here, and once after that, just take your time. It's kind of hard to do it with one hand. And there you go. As you can see, the drive comes right out just like so. It's kind of hard to get out. I'm show you why. It's because, one of the screws are not, so anything like that. Okay, so right here, this is your drive. So this is your board I was talking about. The board sends power to this ribbon cable, and this ribbon cable connects power to the separate board, but which you can't really see it. So whatever, if your optical drive or your disk drive or what you call it, it is not getting power at all. If it's not mounting to your computer, one of the common problems with the with drive not getting enough power is this board right here. All right. So let's go ahead. You're going to take the screws out. Your drive may be different, but vary from model to model. This just depends on what kind of drive and what kind of computer you work on. So first you need to do is going to take the screws out. Don't lose your screws. There's one. You may have like a different size screwdriver, so just, take your time. Alright. Also, don't forget, before you take out this board, before you take out the board, don't forget to disconnect it, the ribbon cable from the board. It's because the reason why you need to do this is because those ribbon cables are very fragile. All right. Just to make sure so you don't break anything, just remove this little tab right here, and then just take your time. There you go. So now once after that, we need to check the pins, make sure so we know, yep, the pins are working great. And now there's one final screw that we need to take out. I know this computer is still plugged in. I know. It's just the we're not gonna focus on the computer, we're gonna focus on my drive, yeah? Just playing. We're just messing around. Kind of reminds me of Alexa. Alexa always tells me jokes. Doesn't he like to tell me jokes? I know she does. Alright? Alexa always tells you jokes. Doesn't she like to tell you jokes? Alright, once you get those screws out, you can see the board just come out just a little bit. All you need to do is make sure that you disconnect the ribbon cable before you get started. And then here's the other thing. If you're working on your drives, and if one of the ribbon cables is soldered on the board, you simply have to replace the whole board. The whole board, the whole ribbon cable, and the other in the other board at the bottom, to where all the with all the rest of the components are. So, in my case, this cable comes right off. You may have a different drive, like if your ribbon cables are soldered. You just need to get a new board, a new piece, or what you call it. circuitry inside. So just, take your time. See? Sorry, it's my mom in the background. Alright? Once you get the board out, comes right out just like that. And now let me go ahead and get one of my drive tools and such. Spatula. Sorry, that was the cat in the background, so please excuse that. I know, Spatula, the cat always likes to wake my mom up in the middle of the night. Crazy, huh? She's crazy, isn't she? But we're gonna focus on the drive, not the cat, so I'm just playing around. Just messing around. Yeah, I know. Petula likes to scream sometimes, doesn't she? I know she does. Just playing. Right? Alexa always tells me jokes. I got her Alexa unplugged just to make sure, so, it's because my dad is sleeping and we need to make my room completely quiet in here, so quiet in here. Just get guys wondering. Alright. And we're just about getting here. Sorry about my camera, guys. I'm just getting one of my computers taken care of, Petula. Alright. Coming at you very shortly. Apologize to that, one of my camera angles, but, who cares? Come on. I know, with all that computer work, huh? Okay, coming at you. Alright, so get this camera. Alright, so this is your old board, and then this is your new board, okay? So, alright, so so when you replace those boards, you gotta make sure that the boards are identical. See, look. You kind of stack up to each other just to make sure to make sure all the boards matches. So once after that you make sure all the boards are matched, now you can tell the boards are identical. So so this is your old board and then this is your new board. So now let's go ahead. This is the board. So anyways, now let's put the board works. So let's go ahead. So when you line up the board into the drive, you gotta make sure that you line up those SATA cables. Look, see. So this is a serial HEA connector. These are called this is called SATA to USB converter. So you can find one of these in one of your external DVD drives. It's just your external drive. Like when you test your drives to make sure they're working fine. Make sure if it's replacing or not. So just make sure when you line up the circuitry, make sure that you line up the SATA connectors. The plug-in thing, and just push in very gently. On mine, you have to push it kind of down. Just be very careful. Don't break any set. So just make sure you don't break anything. Take your time, and see. You can see it shift over the hose a little bit. Just keep going. Just take your time. Don't force anything. Alright, now once after that, don't forget about your plug, your SATA plug. Alright. And just line it up. Don't forget about this black tab. Come on. Take your time. Just focus on what you're working on. I'm gonna try to concentrate on my plug thing. What do you call it? The serial HEA? I mean not the serial HEA. That little what you call it? The ribbon. There we go. And gotta make sure that you have it lined up straight. Okay. If it's lined up to an angle like this, it's not gonna work. Okay. But just to make sure, that it's lined up straight. Just make sure you know. Alright, and once you make sure everything is nice and straight, and just close this little tab, just make sure that this blue part is completely closed, or otherwise it won't make enough contact. So now once after that, let's put the screws back in. So starting off with this little screwdriver here, that you know. Oops. Give me a sec. Put the camera down. Apologize for that. It's kind of hard to do this while you film at the same time. That's why you kind of put the camera down, while you're working on your stuff. Oh, what do you think about my Ticket Blaster? Pretty cool, huh? I know my dad talked to me about having my very own Ticket Blaster, and that is going to be super cool about it. Just be very careful not to over-tighten the screws. Just make sure that you get really tight as you can, okay? Just don't panic. If you over-tighten the screws, don't panic. Just take your time so you don't over-tighten the screws. If you do over-tighten them, don't panic. Alright, now this last screwdriver right here, which is the Torx. I kind of learned that for myself, like if it doesn't fit or if it's loosening after you put it in, you may need to get like a bigger size screwdriver. But just to make sure so you don't break anything, I'm just gonna make sure find the right tool for it. There we go. Just make sure you feel it. Yep. Alright, one set of that. So, anyways, once after you get the screws, all the connector is plugged in. Just make sure that they check everything. Alright, The board is secured. The ribbon cable is connected. So now let's go ahead and close your drive. There we go. Power it on your computer. And just make sure that make sure it doesn't smoke anything like that. Which it does not, so good sign. Alright, let's wait till my computer boots up. It's always a good idea to kind of test it out before you reassembly. You know, it's like sometimes but not really. It's because of the high voltage, really high voltage. But just to make sure, I just kind of like to make sure to make sure that I put everything back, that I put everything well back together, together before you turn on the power. But just for this video, keep that in mind with all the fingerprints on a disc. It doesn't really affect anything. Alright. We'll wait until my computer boots up. That's the fan shutting down. It's not the drive. Alright. Once after your computer boots up, let's open up the File Explorer. I know, I have a little battery. Alright, this PC. Let's see, does it mount? Huh, it does not. That's weird. Let's see here. Come on, baby. We'll remove this. Properties. Come on, baby. We'll unplug this, and then plug it back in. Oh, want to know why it's not mounting? That was weird. We'll shut this down. I know sometimes it's kind of hard to tell, Oh, we'll cancel this. I know it's restarting. Can hold the power button. Actually, we'll wait. We'll wait for some time. Yeah. Okay. There we go. We'll pause the video. We'll stop it. So, if you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure you hit like, share, and subscribe. If this method helped you out, then good. If not, If not, it's probably something to do with even the motherboard has gone bad, or probably if you have an external drive, probably the USB to SATA converter is bad. If you have an internal drive, that's not working after you change out the board, it's probably the motherboard is going out. So you simply have to replace them to get it working again. So anyways, if you have enjoyed this video, if you have found this video useful and helpful, if this video helped you out, then good. So anyways, I hope you guys save you some money for the for all of your computers. So anyways, if this method helped you out, probably something to do with the BIOS or something like that. Is I know sometimes it's really hard to tell, so I don't know what to tell you. So anyways, if you have enjoyed this video helpful, make sure you don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks a lot. Once again, as always, save you some money, everybody.